GDC is a game developers conference that brings together indies and AAAs and hardware manufacturers, middleware makers, basically everyone all together in one place. And it's really important for us to be there because as we launch our developer kits, we're trying to reach out to all of these people to see how they can work with the Oculus Rift.
GDC was the first time to really tap into the game development community and see what they think and hopefully engage with those guys, inspire them to make the VR content of the future. This is really just the beginning for Oculus.
This is the actual dev kit. We're showing it publicly for the first time. We're getting fired up here.
We had this crazy line around the booth, and then another 20 by 20 area where people queued up to go into the real line, and it was like 3 minutes after the show floor opened, it was completely full.
They sort of sprinted in, a little bit of chaos.
So we had this sort of turnstile Disneyland theme park line, and then when they get to the front, we had 3 stations. Dylan, Peter, and Andre were all doing demos in these different stations. While you're waiting, you can look inside and see other people playing, see their reaction, what they're doing. So you give them the sort of introduction about Hawken, what they're going to see, what they're about to experience, how to play the actual game, and then, you know, set them loose inside Hawken.
Okay. Yeah, that's really awesome. Holy crap.
It feels like I'm actually here. It's insane.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I came in with a little bit of doubt, obviously, because I've seen where VR has been, my opinion's changed. It brings to light, or brings to reality to stuff that we've been faking in games for a while. There's always been a wall between the game and the player. This takes it away.
Looking to my left while running this way and shooting someone, I could see it adding a new direction to the game mechanics.
I had this weird instinct to just reach out and just try to press the button.
You're already kind of in the action. This is another step closer to being there.
You really felt like you were up high and looking over the edge. I was surprised. You don't really feel that in the game, but it felt it on my spine, right? You felt the fear, the tingle.
So the reactions we got were good on 2 levels. One, they were pretty positive. People were saying, wow, this is really great, this does things, but more important than that, these are developers. They're people that can actually do something with that. So after they say it's great, they say, I want to integrate this with my project. How fast can I do that? How soon can I get a software development kit?
I think my favorite reaction always with the Oculus Rift is when you see people sort of reach out and try to touch something in the world. Another great example, especially with Hawken, was having people free fall out of the air and sort of plummet to the earth. And you see them as they're falling, you see them, they tense up right as they hit the ground.
I think our biggest goal at GDC was to try and show the Rift to as many developers as possible. My session was about why virtual reality, why we think it's the future of gaming, and why developers should start paying attention now.
The door's wide open for developers to try new things. It's uncharted territory in a lot of ways. The experiences and what works in VR isn't necessarily the same as what works on a 2D monitor.
So now you have something where the player can see everything, you can even turn around. So that means you can't cheat anymore, you can't take like design shortcuts, or you have to find different shortcuts. So that makes design so much more interesting.
It's great to connect with the people that, first of all, backed us and got us to where we are today, and also the same people that are going to take the dev kits and make some awesome VR games with it.
We have a lot of goals for the consumer version of the Rift. We want to add positional tracking. We want it to be smaller, lighter, and it's going to be much higher resolution. But already we're getting feedback from developers, and they're saying, hey, I've used the Rift now and I see some huge potential with this feature, or hey, you guys really need to fix such and such. Developers know what they want. They know the kind of experiences that they want to share with people. The consumer version really is being co-designed by us and the Rift development community.
I think in a lot of ways this is the beginning of VR gaming as we all dreamt it would be. That's incredibly exciting because there's all this uncharted territory. What we really need now is for great game developers and game designers to go out and make the VR content of the future.